Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video we are going to see polymorphic arguments. What is polymorphic arguments is basically we pass an object as an argument in a class, and we are going to do that. Let's look at an example here. If you watch my previous tutorials, you may have you may notice that difference between previous and before. I created a new class called fatty. In this one I'm going to pass a class as an object as argument, and I'm going to do something with it. Now let's go and see. Here I have created this class that's called fatty. Inside of this fatty class I'm going to type something. Let's say I want to type public void. I create a method called digest, public void digest, and I have a superclass called b. If you watch my previous video, you know this is my superclass, and I use these things as subclass because I use this one extends b and extends b in this class. So these are subclasses. This comes from this superclass. Superclass is b. Now I'm going to deal with the superclass here. I'm going to pass the superclass as arguments. Now to do that, I put a bracket here and then b and x. B is my superclass, and I put that one as an argument, and I put a curly bracket and I put x dot eat. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to go to our main class we created. That's, in my case, that's boy here. This one has the main function. This is my main class. Now in this one I'm gonna call the fatty class. I'm going to create an object for the fatty class. So fatty, and you can name whatever the name you want. I'm going to name my name since I'm fat. Taliban, that's equal to new fatty, and then bracket, semicolon right here. Okay, and then we are going to call our superclass, that is b, and we can name anything we want. I'm going to just name it as banana. That's equal to new fatty. Okay, now let's go ahead and run this one and see what we get. And I had to put one more thing, Taliban dot in our case we created a method called digest, so I'm calling this on Taliban dot digest banana. Okay, now let's go and run this one. I'm seeing an error here. Let's see what that is. Okay, b banana is new b. Okay, because we are creating object for b class, so this one should be b. No error here, no error here. Now we can go and run this one. Now when I run this one, you can see this food is great. That's coming from here, this b class. This food is great. That's how we can do polymorphic arguments. Now here I'm going to do one more thing extra. Like, let's say I want to call this apples. Apples is a subclass for this superclass. B is our superclass that has two subclasses, cup and apples. Why are they subclasses? Because I put extends for this. If I put extends and mention this class, these are going to become subclasses. Now I call the superclass, and then I can equate this one to subclass. How to do that? Let's create a name. Let's say BPO. That's my, or I put APP. Okay, you can put whatever the name you want. Just to remember easily, I'm calling apple class, so I put APP as a name, and then new apples, and then semicolon right here, and here I'm gonna call that class as well. So Taliban dot digest, and whatever the name we created, in my case I put APP, so I'm gonna put the same name. Now when we run this one, you can see these apples are great because in the apples class we have put a statement called these samples are great, that's why it printed out. That's how we can pass polymorphic arguments. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you guys on the next video.